Whether you're looking to crush that marathon PB in 2025, put in more miles on the treadmill, or take up running for the first time in the new year, then you need a pair of the best running shoes. If you want to run without getting injured, or you want a more serious shoe to boost your performance, then you need to spend a bit of money and get serious. While a cheap fitness tracker might help you track your mileage and your calories, buying a running shoe is the one place you don't want to skimp. Get the wrong shoe and you risk injury, possibly even long term. Be sure to check out the links we've included. They'll take you straight to the latest discounts for every product we discussed in this video. Don't miss out on the best deals, so make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss any important details. So without further ado, let's dive in. Number 10, Altra Outroad 3. These are my favorite shoes. I've been wearing one version or another of the Outroads since Altra released them several years ago. If you've tried stability shoes and found that they became increasingly unwieldy and didn't fix your running problems, you might want to try going in the opposite direction and building up your overall leg and foot strength with weightlifting and minimal support instead. These have allowed me to run regularly for years without getting injured after several knee surgeries. Altra is known for barefoot style shoes with a wide toe box to let your toes stretch and splay, minimal cushioning, and a zero heel to toe drop that helps me maintain better posture, more stability, and more calf and hip strength. The Outroad is designed for both road and trails, which is great for people who run on the roads to get to the trails, natch. It has trail features like grippy lugs and a reinforced toe, but still feels comfortable while running on roads. It's not a snappy shoe. You're not going to feel sproinged forward as you would with some of our other picks. But if you want a shoe that will work anywhere, at any time, and not give your weak knee a suspicious twinge now and again, these are my pick. Number 9, Asics Gel Kayano 31. Runners are often split into pronators who need stability shoes and neutral runners who don't, but it's increasingly accepted that we're all on a spectrum where some support can benefit all of us. If you need some stability, the Asics Gel Kayano 31 deploys a combination of elements to support the foot each time it hits the ground. This includes a more pronounced heel, bevel, sculpted midsole, and additional foam on the inside of the foot to help guide your foot on landing. The Kayano 31 shares some DNA with Asics' other cushioned comfort shoe, the Gel Nimbus 26 110, which has sedan levels of comfort, but they've dropped the size of the firmer midsole foam to give you more control as you run. The result is a cushioned, protective running shoe that provides excellent comfort and support for slower daily miles and easier outings. I found the Kayano 31 to be somewhat heavy and difficult for faster paces, but it's a robust workhorse of a shoe. After 50 miles, mine barely looked touched. It's worth noting here that the Kayano 31 isn't a major overhaul over the Kayano 30 100, so it's worth hunting deals on the last gen shoe. Number 8, Reebok Nano X5. An injury in my 20s taught me that runners also need to lift weights. With that in mind, I was on the hunt for a versatile cross-training shoe that I could use to walk to the gym, run a few miles for a warm-up, hit a class, or do my Romanian deadlifts afterward. I tried several pairs like the OnCloud Pulse 150, but I've worn the Reebok Nano X5 for a month now, and it's the best one. Reebok's Nano series is a classic cross-trainer, and I like several things about it. The sole is flat, so it feels stable while I'm doing my single leg kettlebell deadlifts and pistol squats. It's also grippy, so I'm not slipping all over the floor if I join a HIIT class. One of the upgrades that Reebok made to this shoe was to make it more runnable, with a new EVA foam midsole. I appreciate this, and it's comfortable for my 10-minute walk to the gym and a 15-minute jog warm-up on the treadmill. It's not my pick for a fun 5-mile road run, though. Finally, I also like that the collar feels secure around my knobbly ankles. The not outrageous price, and that it's pretty neutral and stylish looking. Number 7, Asics Nova Blast 4. Brands update shoes annually, but newer doesn't always mean better. If you're in the market for a cut price shoe that still performs, it pays to look for deals on last season's shoes. The arrival of the new Asics Nova Blast 5 140 means there are deals to be found on the older Asics Nova Blast 4, which is a great all-rounder. This max cushion daily running shoe is tuned to perform best on the slow and easy pace runs that make up 80% of your training if you're on an 80-20 training plan, but it can handle faster miles too. The fit is wide, roomy, and airy with engineered woven uppers that make for great plush long-haul comfort. The big midsole softens the road, and the rocker helps with smoother, snappier transitions. That all adds up to excellent easy day, long-run comfort. This is a really happy cruiser. One word of caution: even though the Nova Blast 4 is relatively light by comparison to other max cushioned running shoes, I found I often wanted less shoe on my foot. You will need to like bigger shoes to get on with the Nova Blast 4. Number 6. Saucony Endorphin Speed. For a genuine do-it-all running shoe that you can lace up for almost any run, the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 successfully straddles the world of comfort and speed. I've run thousands of miles in various iterations of the Saucony Endorphin Speed, and the latest version is brilliantly accomplished. It feels immediately natural on the foot and delivers a lively, snappy, cushioned ride. It's light and full of energy without any harshness or fussy business. The Endorphin Speed 4 offers just enough protection for your easy cruising miles, that casual 2-miler around the block, but is also built to perform when you kick up through the gears. There's more than enough response for them to handle the fastest intervals, thanks to the combination of responsive midsole foam, rocker, and nylon plate. If you only want to buy one shoe, the Endorphin Speed 4 has got your back for almost any run. Fans of bigger, softer cushioning might want more protection for their easiest runs, but if someone told me I was only allowed to buy one shoe to do all of my training and racing for a marathon. Number 5. Asics Meta Speed Sky Plus. If you're looking for a race shoe that's a great alternative to what Nike and Adidas currently have to offer, the Asics Meta Speed Sky Plus is well worth your consideration. It's a running shoe built to keep you quick over short and long distances. When we reviewed the Meta Speed Sky, we appreciated the spring provided by the full-length carbon plate and curved design, together with the shoe's lightweight responsive foam. It compresses at each foot strike before springing back into shape, giving a controlled feel while propelling you forward. It's pricier than the Nike Zoom X Vaporfly Next Percent 2 Above, and it does have its predecessor's issues with durability in the heel, but it's a superb shoe nonetheless, and feels great to run in. Whether the changes Asics has made it a vastly better shoe than the first Sky is up for the debate. What you can't debate though is that if you want a shoe that feels great to run fast in, this is currently one of the best you can do it in. Number 4. Saucony Endorphin Speed. If you've fallen out of love with running recently, the Saucony Endorphin Speed could be the best running shoe to rekindle your passion for the pavement. This is a neutral motion control shoe, meaning it isn't designed to prevent the twisting motion of overpronation, but does help your foot roll and transfer energy more effectively thanks to a nylon plate in the midsole. The result is a springy, fun, but not bouncy feel with each step. It's an exceptionally light shoe, and Saucony has pared down the design as much as possible to shave off extra grams. We can't guarantee that it'll help you hit a new personal best in your next race, but we wouldn't be surprised. The Saucony Endorphin Speed could be exactly what you need. It's a super light motion control shoe with a nylon plate and a soft, well-cushioned sole that feels springy and, quite frankly, fun. The use of nylon rather than carbon makes it a good option for both races and training runs, while keeping down both price and weight. It's not the best shoe for particularly slow runs, but for anything else, it's easy to recommend. Number 3. Altra FWD Via. The Altra FWD Via are a large and chunky everyday shoe with a very comfortable profile, rocker motion, and wide toe box. You won't find any carbon plates or zippy response here. They're definitely not a fast shoe for energy return. However, they propel you forward and are extremely comfortable for long runs. As we noted in our review, they're very light on the feet and make running an easy pace a dawdle. This is one of the best shoes out there for easy Sunday runs or slow recovery sessions. It's definitely not an all-rounder and would be wasted on anyone not running more than 5 miles at a time, but if you want a slightly different and chunkier long-run shoe, the Altra FWD Via might be the one for you. It's not a quick shoe or a squishy shoe, so it won't be for everyone, but it excels at propelling you forward and handles long runs wonderfully. It'll be my go-to for longer, unhurried Sunday runs when I'm getting the miles in and zoning out with a podcast. Number 2. Adidas Adistar. The Adidas Adistar impressed us with its well-designed rocker that keeps propelling you forward during long training sessions. It's not the lightest shoe we've ever tested, but its dual density foam is tough and resilient, standing up well even after some serious mileage. We also like the shoe's integrated cage system, which gives this running shoe a snug and comfortable fit. The upper is made of recycled ocean plastic and recycled polyester, which is also welcome from a sustainability standpoint. Overall, the Adidas Adistar is an excellent running shoe for those long, slow sessions and will help you maintain your form when your mind begins to wander and you're running on autopilot. Even after several hours, the shoes don't feel sluggish, and the rocker design means you're unlikely to drag your feet despite the shoe's stack height. It's great for longer running sessions when the main aim is to rack up the miles at a slow and steady pace. The Repetitor foam and the rocker shape will keep you going forward even when you're on autopilot halfway through a half marathon distance. Number 1. Nike Zoom X Vaporfly Next Percent 2. The Nike Zoom X Vaporfly Next Percent 2 is the best running shoe thanks to its impressive energy return that feels like nothing we've experienced before. This is a shoe made for running and running fast. When we tested it, we were extremely impressed by its springiness, courtesy of a full-length articulated carbon footplate and generous 40mm of Zoom X foam that never feels squishy or marshmallowy. Its minimalist mesh upper is highly breathable, with the bare minimum of padding strategically positioned for comfort without adding too much weight. Our feet felt well connected and secure throughout our runs. The Nike Zoom X Vaporfly Next Percent 2 is a superb shoe for track days and races with the potential to propel you to a new personal record. However, we'd recommend supplementing it with another, more affordable shoe from this list for your everyday training. They're lightweight with next level springiness and energy return, and the new woven mesh upper is highly breathable with some nice touches of padding for all the comfort you need. Perhaps best used alongside a pair of cheaper training shoes for those day in day out training sessions, with the Next Percent 2 kept for speed work and race day to achieve your personal best.